it's me, Leslie V, and welcome to the third episode of All About IS. I just want to thank you for watching the first episode. That was unexpected. Kasi to be honest, I was scared of doing this content. But knowing na there are people interested on my course, on knowing what IS is, and there are people actually asking questions. Maybe my first video was too brief, so those unanswered questions will be answered here. So disclaimer that I'm still an IS student. If there are any information that I wasn't able to mention, just comment it below and let's promote discussions. Constructive criticisms will be accepted but hate will not be tolerated on this channel. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first question is the difference between international studies and international relations. So actually, this was briefly discussed on the first video, but to be honest, they are more similar than different. IS is focused more on social, political, economical, and cultural aspect of a state or country. These things are also discussed in IR. However, it is seen on the global and political picture. In international relations, this program focuses more on how states' characteristics affects the international realm and how they establish relationship with other states. So it's more on foreign policies, the behavior of each and between countries. But in international studies, it's more on why states behave like that. Why do they have that type of relationship between each other? So in general, IS focuses or answers the questions on why the states behave like that and how it affects their own society. IR, they discuss the relationship and the behavior of states and between each state and how it affects the international realm or their identity as a country in the international realm. However, it is also important to take note that IS and IR are interconnected. For example, IS ako but my major is international politics, which technically discusses about international relations, diplomacy, and global affairs. So, second, are there any options for what language you study? Baka kasi iba curriculum ng ibang universities and colleges, but from where I study, you can choose your foreign language class. If you want to transfer or change subjects on your foreign language, you can actually change. So next question, is international studies a good pre-law course? Okay, so ito na yung feeling ko magiging controversial. So, ayun, baka ma-cancel ako. Pero, before I answer this question, I just wanted to say that every 4-year course is a good pre-law course. But since this is an all about IS episode, let me just answer why international studies is a good pre-law course. So, first, this is the best pre-law course for you if you want to be an international law attorney. Also, international studies discusses different aspects of social sciences, not just specifically political science, like sociology, anthropology, and stuff. So third, it gives you different perspectives on how you can perceive the world. In IS kasi, there's no personal bias. International studies in general, it exposes the good, the bad, the advantages and disadvantages of a situation through different lenses, through different theories, through different approaches. So when you analyze a situation, it's not always na this is the best solution or this is the best policy, because on some theories or in some aspects, may disadvantages din siya. But of course, it is also important that disadvantages and advantages are discussed through critical thinking. We would know what policy is the best, which policy or which solution outweighs the benefits rather than the risks or the cost. So, yung next question, so what's strand to take when you're taking up IS? Okay lang ba na hindi dumaan sa UMS or something? To be honest, kahit ano, okay, from humanities and social sciences strand ako. And I think na this strand will help you to think critically, to speak and engage on discussions. It will also give you the basics, the basic theories, the basic approaches na magagamit mo when you're in college. But in reality, kahit ano talaga, because the perspective from the ABM, the STEM, the gas strand is actually also helpful to justify your reasons. Like for example, factual evidences from the hard sciences is actually beneficial to further explain or to further justify your reasoning on a certain discussion. 5 is difference of BSIS and BS Economics. Research ako na meron nga talagang Bachelor of Science in International Relations or International Studies. To be honest, I have no idea about BS International Studies and I'm taking up BA International Studies. But since it is a Bachelor of Science, maybe this program is leaning more on international economics and statistics side to understand culture, economics, political aspect of economics. On the other hand, economics is a more specified program. It studies the behavior of countries to understand how they will interact with each other with their set of production, consumption, and distribution of goods and services. In international studies, on the other hand, this is also discussed, however, mas focus siya on how it will affect the country or the whole world in different aspects. 6 is walang course sa UST. Walang international studies sa US, but as far as I know, there are more specialized and specified courses like Asian Studies, Philippine Studies, and I'm not sure if may Chinese Studies sila. 7. Do you need to be fluent in English? Okay. To be honest, hindi naman din ako super magaling mag-English. Okay. Let me put it out there. But of course, you need to learn. If you're not really good at speaking English yet, practice. You can learn it once you're taking up IS. Everyone starts at 0 naman. So if you think that you're not good at it, that's okay. But you need to learn. Speak and speak and speak. When you recite, speak in English. Lalo na if your goal is to have a career internationally, you need to be fluent at English. You need to develop your skills in speaking, writing in English. Yung next question is actually related. Do I need to learn foreign languages? If you're going on that diplomacy track, yes, you need to learn at least 2 foreign languages. Not necessarily Mandarin and Nihongo naman, because you can actually choose your own foreign language. So choose the foreign language that you think suits you best. Even though if you're not on that diplomacy track or field of IS, learning a foreign language is an advantage. Kahit naman sa ngayon, especially right now, learning or speaking a foreign language is actually a skill. So if you are contemplating whether or not you need to take up foreign languages or not, I would recommend na you take one foreign language. 8. Recommendations on what to read in advance. Ayan, there are a lot of good books, to be honest. I would suggest na just read about globalization, about world history, and even the contemporary times, okay? Also, basic theories. Ayan, read about realism, liberalism, constructivism, feminism, Marxism, lahat ng theories if kaya mo. Pero yun, start with the basic theories. Kasi pagsasawaan mo yan hanggat tapos ka mag-aral or until you work, maybe this series, magagamit mo pa din siya. Also, research about sustainable development goals. Ayan, this is also important as an international studies student. Especially if you want to discover your personal advocacy. Kung wala ka pang specific personal advocacy in mind, reading up about sustainable development goals may help you exploring or discovering. So, 9, job opportunities in international. Is it true na mahirap daw ba maghanap ng job without master's degree? So, I beg to disagree na you need master's degree in order to work on the field of international studies. However, if you really want to enhance your credibility on the field, master's degree is the way to go. Ayan. Especially na maraming nagsistay sa academe once you're on the IS field. If you're on the diplomacy track, yes, you need to have master's degree if you want to be an FSO, diplomat, or ambassador, ayan, or consul. But if ayaw mo ng career path na to, IS field is very flexible. Be a researcher, work for an NGO. You do not need masters to work for an NGO. Or maybe start your own non-governmental organization, di ba? You can start one kahit wala ka pang masters. Be an educator of social sciences, be an academic writer, be a journalist, be a political analyst, be a social analyst. And if you really want to enhance your credibility or to further your knowledge about international studies or specify your knowledge on an aspect of international studies, then go take up master's degree. But you can actually work without master's degree. Madalas lang kasi na mga nagtatrabaho sa IS field is in the academe. So, talagang magmamasteral degree ka when you're in the academe. O kaya maging Miss Universe ka. Karamihan sa Miss Universe or beauty queens natin or international studies students. So, 10. Is foreign service and international studies the same? They're almost the same. However, if you really want to take up that diplomacy path, then go take foreign service. Mas specialized and mas specified siya if you really want to be a foreign service officer. And last question, are there any height requirements as a foreign service officer? Okay, talino at pagiging critical ang laban mo sa pagiging magaling na foreign service officer. Walang height requirements to be a foreign service officer. Dati may age limit sila, but ngayon it was removed. Hindi naman physical actually ang labanan sa international studies field. Ayun, talino talaga at paano mo ma-apply yung talino mong yun. Okay. So ayun, that's it guys. Thank you guys for watching this video and I hope na you learned something new about IS rather than being a pang-social na course. Because international studies, hindi siya pang-social na course, okay? Ayun, share this to your friends who want to know more about international studies. So, comment below on what topic should I discuss on our next episode. I'll be looking forward to that. So, ayun, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Or if you want to see more of me in general, nanonood na rin naman kayo, so mag-subscribe na kayo. So I hope that I'll see you on my next video. Spread love! Paalam!